You wait there. No signed confession? I'm surprised.
Mr. Marshall has been very kind to me.
That's because he doesn't know everything about you that I do. Miss Jordan, I've just been talking to an old friend of yours in Chicago, Mr. Laredo. He says he'd like to help you out, but he's fresh out of money right now.
Help me? In what?
I told him we're arresting you for murder.
There was a burglary last night. Jewels are missing.
Oh, we'll find them around. Sidney, want you. There was also a phone call last night. It's sort of saving you. Tell us, Sidney.
I'm sorry, Miss Jordan. That man who's been calling you up lately, who you pretend is a lot of different names.
A number of my friends call me.
That man you meet down at the gate.
Let's just call him Mr. X.
He phoned first a few minutes after 9, and we were disconnected. He phoned back, and you answered. Something's happened, you said. Come at once. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I do now.
And so will a jury. Since 40 minutes later, you were pretending to be asleep. Why, Miss Jordan?
I won't say anything else until I see my lawyer.
Well, shall we go?
May I get my purse and a coat?
You may get nothing. Cleve, I'll book her. Do me a favor. Take Sidney down to headquarters so they can get a statement.
Sure.
Sorry.
Except, you know, she was always sort of strange, secretive. And the way she kept insisting that someone was trying to burglarize the house. Like she was setting up for this one. Still, she was always nice to me. I guess I just still can't believe it. Can you?
That's what we have trials for, Sidney.
Yes, that's right.
It's all over.
Well, that was open and shut from the start. Not the way the newsboys will play it up.
I told you we'd get her indicted.
Yeah, but have they got enough to convict her?
There are fresh fingerprints all over the place. What more do you want? Isn't that right, Mr. District Attorney?
Finding those emeralds helped, too. Well, don't you have anything better to do than hang around courthouses?
No, not much. I'm just meeting some of the newsmen here. I've got a story to spill.
So have we. An indictment.
I wish you luck.
What's that story? Slick grave snatcher.
Who's he?
Jordan's lawyer, Willis.
Kingsley Willis? You got him?
Yes, worse luck. But I'll handle him.
Coffee is so good, isn't it? Oh, Mr. Pierce, your brother's been calling. He says it's important.
Get him back.
Yes. Bye-bye. See you later.
You know, I've been thinking, boss. If you don't feel up to handling this case...
Oh, you'll get your break someday, Cleve.
You haven't been looking well lately. Fishing's pretty good this time of year.
Hunting's good, too. Right here. No, my boy, I like front pages.
Well, I just thought I'd ask.
Hello, Alex. How are you, boy? How's the ambulance chasing? The Jordan case? Sure, but she's got a lawyer. You're kidding. Alex, you wouldn't. Are you crazy? You know what a case like this means to me. How dare you? Why, you double-crossing little... I bring you up, put you through law school, and then just for a little limelight. Whose idea was this? You can go to Kingsley Willis. That's the dirtiest...
Well, I might be mad with you if you tell me.
I'm out. Disqualified. Kingsley Willis hired my brother for his defense staff. How's that for a shrewd move?
Why?
He's scared of me. He knows I'd cook that dame.
I'm sorry, Pierce.
Come back here, you eager beaver. Here's your big break. You better be up to it, boy, because we're going to get her. We got to get her.
Pierce is too popular in this town. Carries too much weight with jurors. This Marshall, on the other hand, we haven't so much to worry about with him.
You thought this all up yourself?
No, to be honest. I give credit where credit is due. You're Aunt Vera's friend, Anonymous. The one that sent me $5,000 on account to defend you. Dear Mr. Willis, a smart move would be to disqualify the district attorney by hiring his brother, a local lawyer, for your defense staff. Pierce, the DA, has a strong influence in this town. Commands too much respect from jurors. Friend Anonymous has quite a grasp of things, wouldn't you say?
You did take the idea.
I like it. It enables me to kill two birds with one stone. It gives me local assistance, which I need. Small-town jurors hate outsiders. And a pinch-hit prosecutor. I'm partial to second-string teams, Miss Jordan. I don't have to work so hard. Besides, Marshall is not so sure that you're guilty, I could tell.
He wouldn't have taken it.
Don't be idealistic. A job is a job.
You haven't asked me once if I'm guilty.
Why should I? I know you're not. I don't want to know. That's the way I work. To me, the world is full of innocent lambs. And I'm their lawyer.
But aren't there certain things you should know to protect me?
Miss Jordan, there are two types of criminals, the conscious and the unconscious. The latter we sometimes call the split personalities. Schizophrenia. That's when the left hand never lets the right hand know what it's doing.
Yes, go on.
I don't mean that you are schizophrenic, but that we are together. I am the right hand, and I must never know what the left hand has done or is doing. If I should know, I might start feeling guilty. Acting guilty. That's rudimentary. I'm quite sure that you can understand that. Miss Jordan, if I should be in trouble, if there are any answers that I should know, later on. Are you satisfied?
I suppose.
And especially in a case like this, when we have so many lawyers on our side. Well, haven't we? Only a lawyer would have thought of that trick.
If you're finished with me now, Mr. Willis.
Thelma. There's just one thing I would like to know. Who is he? Is he Mr. X? The one they're looking for? Footprints, the telephone call.
Split personality, remember? The left hand never lets the right hand know.
Okay. I just wanted to know how we stand, that's all. Just how much we could count on him.
We can count on him.
I haven't been seeing her lately, if that's what worries you. I haven't been home lately because I've been busy. Getting a jury for this trial hasn't been easy.
Dave, I went to the bank this morning. You haven't sent me any checks. The teller wanted to record the new balance in my book, too.
I see.
$5,000. Did it cost you that to get rid of her, Cleve, or is that just the beginning?
Beginning, the end, I don't know. Pam, please stay out of this.
It's my problem, too, if she's that kind of woman.
The money wasn't for blackmail, if that's what you mean. She's in trouble. I had to help her.
Not the usual kind.
No. Something else.
And you believe her, of course.
Yes, I believe her.
She's not just taking advantage of the fact you're married. The children, your position.
What are you driving at?
Well, maybe you ought to find out something more about her. We could. Father put a detective on you.
What?
I didn't intend to tell you. But what I mean is we might find out something about her you don't know.
What have you found out already?
Nothing so far. Except you parked with her one night up at Lookout Point.
What else?
Really? It was dark. She wore a sequin scarf. That's all he could see, except it wasn't me.